The people around you love you for you, not for what you do. If you have clicked on this video, I'm going to assume you have trouble saying no. You overcommit to everything. You say yes to every volunteer opportunity. You say yes to every outing, and you just say yes a lot and you don't know how to say no. So today I am going to teach you how to say no. Now, I want to let you know this is not something that comes natural for me either, but I really feel like the past year or so I've really mastered the art of saying no and not feeling too guilty about it. So if you want to know my little tips and tricks I have for you, I think I have like 3 or 4 I'm gonna share with y'all, then keep on watching. Okay, so my first tip is figure out your priority. What I mean by this is, if you are somebody who says yes to everything, then you probably say yes to even things you don't want to do. You literally just say yes to make people happy and you just don't have the guts to say no. So sit down, write down everything you're involved in, and then figure out what it is you truly enjoy. What are some of the things that you've said yes to that you genuinely love? So after you do that, then I would suggest continue to say yes to those things until they no longer bring you joy, but start saying no to the other things, and don't feel guilty about it. There are other people who can volunteer their hours too. You shouldn't be guilted into doing something you don't like just because you are a really nice human being. So just kind of figure out what are the things you really want to put your time into, because your time is valuable. You don't have a lot of time to just give out to everybody that requires time out of you. So figure out your priorities, say yes to the things you want to do, and start saying no to the others. Tip number 2, start setting some boundaries. So if you know that there is somebody who is constantly asking time out of you, set boundaries with that person. Tell them you're not going to say yes every time they ask you to volunteer. Another way you can set boundaries is by just letting people know when you're available and when you're not available. For those of you who say yes to everything, I know somebody would probably give you a call at 1 a.m. and you're gonna be like, yeah, sure, I mean, I'll do it, it's fine. When in reality, everybody should be sleeping at 1 a.m. So set boundaries. Let people know that you are not free after a certain time. And I have actually done this. I am a college student, and for some reason college students want to do things at like 10 p.m. and on. And I don't know, maybe I'm like an old soul, but like I like to sleep. Like after 9 p.m. I can't function. Like I want to go to bed. And so I remember like my freshman and sophomore year, I felt like I had to say yes anytime anybody would want to go out to eat at like 11 p.m. or whatever. So then my junior year hit and I was like, okay guys, nah, I can't keep doing this. Like I love you all, you guys are all my like great friends, but after 9 p.m. I'm out. I will not be doing anything. So all my friends know if they want to spend time with me, they need to do it before 9 p.m. because after 9 p.m. I am not available because I will be sleeping. So set those kind of boundaries. Another very helpful little tip I have for you is every time you say yes to something, write it down. Keep track of everything you have committed to, because here's the thing. When you say yes to something, you don't really think about like everything else you have already said yes to before. And maybe like in that moment, it doesn't feel like you're committing to something that big, because whatever is being asked of you is not gonna like happen until the future. So you think, oh yeah, I mean, I might be busy today, but I'll definitely have time to do it later on. And so you can overcommit yourself without even realizing you've done that. So every time you commit to something, write it down. Know like what you've said yes to. And then before you say yes to another person later on, look down through that list and see if it's actually doable. This will just kind of give you an idea of everything you've said yes to and help you avoid like overcommitting the time that you don't even have. Okay, so this next tip is actually super helpful, and that is when somebody asks you of your time, don't say yes right away. I know your first instinct is to say yes because that's what you do. You say yes to everybody. But instead say, hey, I'm going to think about it and I will get back to you. That way you are not like feeling pressured to say yes. You don't feel guilty because you're not saying no right away. Instead, what you're doing is you're just giving yourself time to see if you do have time to say yes to whatever is being asked of you. And again, that's when you can go back to that list and look through it and see if you do have time to say yes. Now, this very last tip I have for you is really special, and I really think all of you who are watching this video really need to hear this piece of advice. And that is, the people around you love you for you, not for what you do. A lot of people who say yes to things often feel like that's the only thing they have to offer. They feel most valued when they are helping and when they are saying yes to everything that's being asked of them. And although like that's not a bad thing, it's not bad to want to offer your time to others, but you have to realize that like if you say no, it's not going to be the end of the world, and the people around you, they love you for you. It's not for what you can do for them. And if they are one of those people who only love you for what you can do for them, then those aren't the people worth keeping around. You're going to run out of so much energy trying to serve those people. So yeah, that's all I have for you. I couldn't help but think about the Enneagram as I was doing this video. I don't know if you are familiar with the Enneagram. Some people have heard it, some people haven't, but it's a personality test. And as I was filming this video, I just kept thinking about the Enneagram 2s. They are the helpers. I have so many Enneagram 2 friends. They are the best. But they struggle a lot with this one. They say yes to a lot of things, and I know that's really hard to overcome. So if you are an Enneagram 2 especially, make sure you learn to say no. And if you're not, share this video with your Enneagram 2. I think they might find it helpful. Personally, I am an Enneagram 6, the loyalist. So yeah, I love the Enneagram. I can talk about it all day long, but it's not what this video is about. But yeah, that is it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this in the future. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. And yeah, that's it for now. You can check out one of these videos I'll have somewhere on the screen. But until next time, bye.